Americans are facing a financial storm, but one of the fastest growing marketing companies in America is leading a crusade to help others prepare for and weather that storm. Introducing Premier Financial Alliance.
I have to leave, my kids are still sleeping, and when I come home, they're already sleeping, and I didn't have any time for them. And at that one point, I told myself, I'm gonna have to make changes. I need to be there while they're growing up.
I could not get a satisfaction. You know, I wasn't happy. I feel like every day I go to work, just getting a paycheck.
I learned that just working hard, just working more hours, just exchanging my limited time every day for money is not the way to get ahead.
When I started PFA, I already knew that if I could show people a concept that was already there for them, and we didn't have to worry about what we were going to sell, that I did that work for them, and I already had what would be successful out there that would be more competitive than anything else. All I had to do was teach them how to manage themselves. All I had to teach them is how to be accountable to their dreams.
PFA changed my whole life. Now I'm 56-year-old and it's almost retiring time, but I'm feeling much more younger.
I was able to retire my wife at a very, very young age, and she was able to stay home to spend a lot of time with my kids, and I'm able to do what I need to do outside to fulfill my American dream.
Financial freedom, aside from just monetary liberty, is really also time.
The freedom alone, you pretty much beat at least 98% of people out there, because no matter how much money they make in a regular job, they don't have the kind of freedom you can have in this business here.
Seeing other people become successful is something that drives me every single day to work hard.
We're committed to helping people achieve their dreams and conquer their futures. By doing that, PFA can become one of the greatest companies in American history of delivering on the promises we make, delivering on helping people achieve their dreams, and making sure that this is the last stop they'll ever have to make if they're looking for an opportunity. It actually gives them the things that they've always wanted in their life.
In America, there's a new life insurance that you don't have to die or use. You can access money while still alive.
American people needs a financial wake-up call. They need to understand our product more than ever before. They need to understand living benefits. They need to understand tax-free retirement. They need to understand protecting their investment principle.
PFA is on a crusade. We're on a crusade to change America with our concept. And by doing that, we also can change the lives of many people who take advantage of our opportunity.
One thing that I love about the leadership in this company is even the CEO will spend time with you.
He even, announced or shared his number to everyone. Not all CEO would do that.
Leadership and the culture.
PFA's got great leadership. You can, talk to some of the top people in the company anytime you want. They're always willing to help you, send you information. We'll go out on meetings with you, whatever you need. If you have to go all the way to the top, you can go all the way up to the top to David Carroll, and he'll do the same thing.
It's about loyalty, it's about integrity, it's about working as a same team, and most importantly, the major concern that PFA have is people first.
To me, it's not about money or about the trip itself. It's about how well the company treat their employees, treat the people working for them or working with them.
It's the opportunity to help people first, help our consumers first, and at the same time helping the people who join our organization and are able to achieve their financial freedom.
The best feeling I have in the world is looking back and seeing the contrast of where these people started and where they are now.
After I sat down with Jaku, I made over $17,000. Second month, over $30,000. And several times, I made over $50,000 in a month. And I'm only about 8 months in the business right now.
When PFA was introduced to me, I was actually a full-time network engineer. But in less than 90 days, I was able to quit my full-time job, transition myself into PFA on a full-time basis.
There are people in this company that are making $50,000, $100,000 a month. I don't know of any other industry where you could double your income, where you could triple your income every year.
Where do you know, in any company you've ever talked to in your whole life, where do you know you can go somewhere in 30 days, get a 50% raise?
After the 4th month, I found that I was starting to actually make as much as I was making full-time on a monthly basis at my telecom job.
The second month over is 15,000. Then it's increase every month.
You just kind of look at, wait a minute, I'm working hard, putting all these hours in a job, and I make this little paycheck here. And then here I'm doing it on a part-time basis at a little time, and I get this big paychecks here. So they kind of look at that, it's like, wait a minute, what is really my priority in life? And you know, this gives them a chance to be able to spend more time with the family.
Today, the amount of money I was making, you know, on an annual basis, I'm making every month. And that's amazing. You know, that feeling of true financial security, it feels so great. But there's something I have today that to me is even more valuable than money, which is time freedom. You know, we can always get more money, but we can never get more time. And what's so great about PFA is we can actually have both, time freedom and financial freedom.
PFA has a great recognition system. You go anywhere from the awards as you're moving up the ladder to a Super Bowl ring to all the way to the point where you go to grandiose, extravagant cruises, trips all over the world.
When we go on our company trips, all the kids know each other, and it just becomes a great event that you're actually building relationships with people that now extend to your children and their children, and I look at PFA as being a generational company.
I love the trip. The trips are absolutely phenomenal. David, our CEO and founder, along with all the great leaders, it's like a big family.
And you cannot find this in any corporate job. Because in your corporate job, if you work more, you do the best you can, what do they give you? Do they give you anything? They give you more work. And yet, is that as an incentive for you? Never. But here in PFA, the more you work, the more you get rewarded. This ring, the trips, everything. That's the beauty of being PFA.
The second year I was in PFA, and I could be able to take 8 vacations a year.
I've been to Paris, Italy, Barcelona, a Mediterranean cruise, a Caribbean cruise, and hey, we can all afford our own vacations, right? But one thing I'm learning is that it's always better when it's free.
Our business system at PFA is a turnkey system. It allows a person from the first day to know what the first step is.
The one thing I really love about this business is the ability for anybody to come in and start a business because it's already in place. Everything, the system, the leadership.
We've made sure that it's duplicatable, that we can teach this and mentor people to do the same things that we've done in the past. What makes us great in the future is what we've done in the past. So as long as we can teach that, then we know PFA is going to be successful for a long time to come.
PFA changed our life.
And help us achieve our dream.
And it can change your life too.
I had no experience with the financial industry whatsoever. Like if you ask me, like I could not even spell insurance when I started the company. But like, you know, they were willing to teach me and I was willing to learn.
Anybody who is open mind, hungry for the business opportunity, the money they want to achieve, the dreams, the freedom, the time freedom.
What makes a good qualified candidate for PFA is everyone. As long as that individual has integrity, has working ethic, and has a will to win.
Is there anything in life that you've wanted to do that you haven't done? What's stopping you from doing that? What has been the one obstacle in your life that's not allowed you to achieve your dreams for your family?
You know, if your fears are bigger than your dreams, your life will always be the same. But if your dreams are bigger than your fears, you can pretty much conquer anything.
PFA is going to be instrumental in making sure that we do a lot of great things for a lot of great people. People deserve a chance. They just don't know it. They don't know what the answer is. They don't know how. We're going to give them the how.
And we want everybody in America to experience what the successful people in PFA have experienced.
PFA has the platform, PFA has the right concept, and PFA has the right system and leadership to cultivate you. It can bring the best potential out of every ordinary person. So don't limit yourself. This is the vehicle created for ordinary folks just like myself and you.